What are the best moves in Smash history? And no, I don't mean things like Fox Shine or Meta Knight Tornado that were broken to an insane degree in one individual game. I mean across the whole series, moves that have been broken since Smash 64 all the way now until Ultimate. Now I should clarify, that doesn't mean that character that's using the move had to be in Smash 64, but if they were, I think that gives the move a stronger case. You may be thinking of certain smash attacks, or maybe even some really strong aerials. But my first pick is neither one of those, and I think very interesting. I think it's Pikachu Up B, otherwise known as Quick Attack. It's not only one of the best moves in Smash history, but in each iteration of Smash, it's an amazing tool for an almost completely different reason. So, if you will, travel down the history of Smash with me and examine one of the best moves of all time. Now, before we jump into Smash history, let's talk about some specific attributes of Pikachu Quick Attack that make the move generally good across all Smash games. Pikachu Quick Attack is long. It's genuinely an amazing recovery tool in every game that it appears in. And that's a huge reason why it stays so good. In every single Smash game, it's incredibly rare to see a Pikachu dying to an edge guard or a Gimp. Well, I guess unless they forget to up B. Oh, there's the grab, and then up. And let's be clear. Pikachu Quick Attack is not just a huge, long, predictable recovery that is easily abusable, like say Rosalina's up B in Ultimate or Falcon's up B in Melee, which in a vacuum, these moves can let you survive from very far away, but in reality, they're just not that great. Quick Attack is fast, and in every game it consists of two parts. Both parts the player has total control over the angle, and it travels incredibly quickly. In Melee, you can even do something like this, with a specific notch, or a box, essentially turning Pikachu Up B into the best vertical recovery in the game, outpacing even the likes of Fox. So yeah, if you're playing Pikachu, you're not getting edge guarded, and that's true for every Smash game, which is sort of the foundation of why this move is so powerful. But let me stress, we're only scratching the surface. So let's start at the genesis, Smash 64. Released in 1999 and somehow older than me, it contains a whopping 8 characters. The best of which is, you guessed it, Pikachu. Let me show you one of the reasons why. This is Pikachu's Quick Attack in Smash 64. It's not all that crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's easily the best recovery in the game, but that alone is not enough. This is Pikachu's Quick Attack with the hitboxes turned on. Yeah, you're seeing that right. This move is totally invincible, starting on frame 2 for 20 frames. That would be insane in any Smash game. But this is Smash 64. This is the touch of death game, even more so than Melee. Even the F tiers in this game can touch of death with the right setups and some creativity. Having a 2-frame combo breaker that also doubles as by far and away the best recovery in the game is absolutely insane. I should be clear that to be the best move in Smash history, it really doesn't have to be the best move in any Smash game or every Smash game. But I think there is a real argument that this is the best move in Smash 64. In a game with truly abysmal recoveries, I mean, people joke about Little Mac, but what the hell is this? Does Link even gain any vertical height? How is this even in the same game as this? But yeah, anyway, especially in Smash 64, this move is amazing. So, a strong start, a candidate for one of the best moves in the game. But now we get to Melee, and this is probably where you're thinking the wheels are going to start to fall off. Pikachu Up B, one of the best moves in Melee? Just stick with me. Well, in Melee, what it really boils down to are 3 huge elements. And one is going to kind of feel like cheating, but please stick with me. Okay, so firstly, it's just an insane recovery tool. And yes, I know I already said this, but hold on a minute. Let me stress. If Smash 64 is the game of the touch of death, Melee is the game of the Gimp. The best 3 characters in Melee are regularly agreed upon to be Fox, Falco, and Marth, in some order. And let me stress again, the best characters, and it is not a rare occurrence to see these 3 characters dying with less than 20% because the gimps in this game are just so powerful. Melee is a total outlier in the series. Sure, you can edgeguard in Brawl, but not Meta Knight, and after Brawl, Smash 4 ledge mechanics were introduced, but we'll get to that later. Pikachu is a massive outlier in this sense. In Melee, hell, even Puff, with 5 extra jumps and incredible drift, plus pound stalling, is not immune from the Shine Spike. But Pikachu stands tall and alone, or short and alone, completely immune from the Gimp. Even if Pikachu is shined off stage, there's a genuine chance that he can easily recover. As I said though, a good recovery is not enough. But Pikachu Up B also unlocks 2 other pretty insane things in Melee. This is Axe. He is a very good player. He is also the godfather of not only Pikachu, but what I'm gonna call the Quick Attack Gimp. At first glance, Pika Up B does not seem to be that compelling of a move to edgeguard with. It has a very weak hitbox, and it can put Pikachu in a lot of landing lag. That is, however, until you start doing stuff like this. Yes, Axe is abusing a ton of Melee's most interesting mechanics here. Firstly, by quick attacking as soon as he grabs ledge, the hitbox on his Up B is actually invincible, meaning that, at a moment's notice, Axe can put out an invincible hitbox of Up B this far away from ledge. But what about the in lag? Well, if we simply zip right back to ledge, gain invincibility yet again, it's now easy pickings for Axe to just drop down and gimp the character with a tail spike, one of the best gimps in the game. So that's pretty great, but let's move on from Axe. This is Swift. He has a dark secret. He uses the Obelisk, an ancient evil that requires a blood sacrifice before every event, and I've heard players saying they hear a low chanting noise coming from the machine. But through his sacrifice, the old gods have granted him a special power: consistent quick attack edge cancels.
Whoa, from what? That was wild.
That was some box stuff.
Right.
A quick attack edge cancel is like any other edge cancel in Melee. You cancel the in lag of your move by teetering on the edge of a platform, and it allows you to do insane stuff like this. Now imagine you can cancel a move which essentially functions as a teleport. This can lead to an absolutely ludicrous, basically instant transmission follow-ups that no other character has access to. Well, except Mewtwo, but as I've mentioned before, he has a lot of his own problems. I mean, just look at this combo. This is insanely cool and only possible because of quick attack cancels. So in Smash 64, you have an insane invincible move, and in Melee, you have a Swiss Army knife of an amazing recovery, a great gimping tool, and even a combo tool in some sense. But now we're at Brawl. Do we have anything? And you know, when I go to make a Smash video, it's always Brawl that I know the least about. So it can kind of be a fun process doing some research and finding out old tech from kind of a dead game. And I didn't really know what I was expecting going into Brawl. I didn't have high hopes though. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking over there at Nintendo headquarters, but this is where we see an evolution in the move's history. The move is named Quick Attack, but this is the first time we really see it live up to its namesake. In Brawl, Pikachu Up B in lag can be totally canceled pretty easily with a simple technique known as a Quick Attack cancel. If the move is aimed down or diagonally down into the ground and Pikachu jumps, the lag will be totally canceled and Pikachu will be left in the air. What does this mean in practice? A hitbox that's out on frame 16, essentially the edge of human reaction time, that if used correctly can cancel into combos and even kill moves. It also unlocks this Brawl technique, a lock. And while this is way more difficult than the standard execution of a quick attack cancel, it can true combo into kill moves, leaving the opponent totally helpless. And I mean, when I was seeing this stuff, I was getting excited. This looks insane. Could you imagine Pikachu bouncing around the stage, canceling quick attacks constantly? Insane aggression? But yeah, I kind of forgot they were playing Brawl. And it makes me sad. I think if Brawl's engine rewarded more aggressive play, this could have been the coolest iteration of Pikachu's quick attack. But even in this set, despite the camping, You can see ESAM leveraging some of its potential. I mean, this is literally the first set I opened up, and you can see him get a cool quick attack lock and even some cool combos. So is it the best move in the game? Certainly not. But it yet again distinguishes itself as one of the best recovery moves in the game. I mean, look, ESAM's recovering against Meta Knight. This is really hard. And yet again, it has some very unique, amazing use cases unlocked by some amazing exploits of the game mechanics. So, just 2 games left. Are you starting to believe me? Well, don't get mad, but I'm going to combine the last 2 Smash games into one talking point. And no, I'm not a Melee elitist who thinks that Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate are the same game. They are vastly different games. I hated Smash 4. I think Smash Ultimate's fine and pretty cool to watch. But the moves application and the way that it changed from Brawl to 4 is essentially the same in Ultimate. And that may not be totally true, but it's similar enough to warrant talking about them together, I think. So, the elephant in the room. The ledge mechanics. Ledge hogging is no longer a thing, and trumping is added to the series. This subtle change has a massive implication for the entire cast. Edge guarding is now way less important. Ledge trapping is now way more important. And now, instead of certain characters being known as having standout, amazing recoveries, it's now way more notable when a character has a bad recovery and even has the potential to be edge guarded. However, that's okay, because Quick Attack changed a lot in the jump from Brawl to Smash 4, and stayed quite the same in Ultimate. Now, no longer do you need some kind of crazy cancel to combo off the move like in Melee or Brawl. Why? Because the hit's attacks are much stronger now, popping the opponent up and allowing for true combos with no cancels, and gives him a burst option that can easily combo into a full string. Gone are the days of niche tech and weird locks. This move's just a standard, very powerful part of Pikachu's kit. It may be less fun for me to talk about because it's not good for some quirky reason. It's just a great move. But that's more than any player could ask for. But hey, remember when I told you about ledge trapping and how it's so integral to the meta? Well, what if your character could not be ledge trapped? Take this set with Shiny Mark, for example. Something he has begun to do is to abuse Pikachu's amazing recovery to make it totally ambiguous which ledge he's going to recover from. And if the opponent guesses wrong and is too slow, he gets off ledge for free, a massive buff to any Ultimate character, as tons of kills in this game come from just how strong ledge trapping really is. So yet again, even with a lot of the niche tech totally gone, Pikachu Quick Attack somehow finds a way to stand out as one of the better moves in the entire game. And look, is it really the best move in Smash history? I certainly think it could be. I think I made a good argument for it. I mean, the answer may actually be something lame and dumb like Fox Up Smash, but I think this was at least an interesting dive into what I think is at least an underrated move. But yeah, if you like this deep dive into the history of a move, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and let me know if you want to see more content like this in the future. And shout out to this month's patrons, Llama, Amazonan, Cypher, Manu, Sean, and JSalt. Thank you all for the continued support.